Okay, next one is the lock nut. Here I myself open up the cap to show the related lock nut for adjusting the PSV. Can you just see that? Okay, as you can see, there's a lock nut here. Okay, if you want to start and, for example, rotate it, in this case, first of all, you need to loose it a little bit with the help of a wrench. And after that, you are able to just rotate it, and then you can, I don't know, put it into the, how can I say it, you know, a place that you desire to reach your set point. So this one is known as a lock nut. And now I can just show you how this item works. Please see this item. Can you see that? It's something just like it. Okay, you can just see that again. As you can see, this lock nut can be rotated in this way. Okay, here we go. Back to the sheet. That's it. Now I want to show you something about the inductor tube. As you can see, this one, this is the inductor tube. And now you can just see its, how can I say that, function on this PSV. As you can see, we have the back pressure here. So in this case, I can just tell you that this item will apply on the top of the ceiling part. It was a thing that I myself, showed you before. So we can have, this item here too. And for sure, on this occasion only, the vent plug of the bonnet must be totally closed because we do not want to make this space atmospheric or becomes the same pressure with the atmosphere. We want to use our back pressure on this case too and let our spring moves better, and to some extent we want to create a kind of balance between these two parts. I mean the top of the disc and the lower of the disc. As you can see here, in this regard, the PSV can just work better. Okay. Next one is related to that point that I myself mentioned that for you before. Inductor tube in a conventional versus blows. For sure, in blows, you cannot see the inductor tube because actually blows itself plays an important role for case of balancing and equalizing of the back pressure. And as you know that in this case, superimposed pressure does not have any effect on your disc. So as you can see, in a conventional one, we have the inductor tube. The vent plug must be totally closed. But in blows one, we do not have any inductor tube, and you must open the vent plug from the bonnet. This one is very important for you to know. So note, do not plug the vent hole on the bonnet for blows type. Please bear in your mind this important point. Next one, we have different types of lifting device. We have the plain and packed one, and you know that where you should use them. You can just see the different types of the lever. This one is the packed one, this one is the plain, and you can just see that the packed has a kind of sealing on the top of the cap, but plain for sure do not have this sealing. Next one is test gag. You can just see the test gag here as well on this real picture that I myself took it. And when you want to block your PSV, you must insert it from the top of the cap. So this one is blocked. Remove after testing. Please bear in your mind this important hint too. And after that, after removing, you can just put a plug on the top of the cap. If this video was practical and interesting for you, please write your comment for us and click on subscribe button.